Good. Nabul, do you sleep, Nabul? Nabul, do you sleep? Good to see you, 4K Wander. 4K Wander's gonna get a kick out of this one. Good to see a new Edge and Matthew. Welcome. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's. I don't feel like walking, but let's do a. Oh my God, Cricket Fox is in the house. Good to see you, Cricket Fox. Welcome. Nabul always beats you. Yeah, Nabul knows the latency lottery. So you sleep like Americans. You really do, Nabul. Good to see you, God. You got crazy Coney Island, kid. Good to see you. We here for a lovely walk in my simulated city. Good to see you, Michelle King. Good to see you. Good to see you, Matthew. Guy Heyman driving those roads of America. Good to see you. Welcome. Just checking in after all the events today. Yes, very harrowing events that are finally finishing today. I'm very happy I was gloriously oblivious to them for most of the hours. Cyclone Joe, good to see you. You here to relax? Me too. I'm already on beer number 2.5 here. Beer number 2.5. Watched the news today. Yeah, I know, Katya. I know. Oh my God, good to see you, KD. Welcome. You sleep like you sleep like a Canadian, drink like a German. With a French kiss. 4K Wanderer, please watch the opening ceremony to the SkyDome when they sing about all the countries of the world. I don't know why I just thought about that. Good to see you, John Lore. Good to see you, Respect the Face. This is walking on an other kind of level. Absolutely, yes. I built this city myself. It's always beer o'clock somewhere, exactly. Several resignations happening. Please no politics. It's kind of impossible to not talk about politics. Good to see you, Edwin. This is City Skylines, I believe mayoral edition. City Skylines. Go grab a blackberry cider. Good to see you. I'm glad. This is my simulated city here. Here's the ferry that takes you to my statue. Look, there's a Statue of Liberty. Hey, look at that. There's a Statue of Liberty. I know, right? The people do walk funny. They're simulated. And we're playing this on the PlayStation 4, by the way. PlayStation 4 City Skylines. I think it should be in the description. Let me see here. I have everything all set up like I'm a futuristic person here, like I'm a millennial kid over here. Oh yeah, no. I know we all dislike politics, but today was a very crucial day. Today was a day where if you believed a lot of like legit fake news, your reckoning came, and a lot of realities are literally coming into fruition as we speak. I made the stream be politics free. Good to see you, Sarge. Welcome. It was insane today. Oh my God. Anyway, I had a great day in Coney Island. I tell you what, I had a great day in Coney Island. Hopefully everyone else is. I mean, I know today was for me, I literally, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been rage tweeting on Twitter for the last about a half hour ago. I was rage tweeting on Twitter for 2 hours because I was finding out what was happening and finding videos and seeing sources of stuff and seeing how other countries are reporting this. And to be honest, I'm quite embarrassed. Good to see you, Dalen. Welcome. But we saw the sunset for a little bit today in Coney Island. I want to do a better job tomorrow. My channel makes me feel very happy, especially tonight. That's good, Respect the Face. I'm glad you enjoy that. Your Ben Shapiro level of triggered. Ben Shapiro, I'm sorry, he is not smart. Just because you talk fast does not make you smart. I'm sorry. And Ben Shapiro, he's pretty simple. That's a pretty simple-minded argument he always brings up. I'm sorry. Personal opinion, but, Because remember, folks, facts don't care about your fucking feelings. Who was it? There was Dick Durbin made me cry just now. Dick fucking Durbin made me cry. I can't believe it. Dick Durbin made me cry today. Good to see you just in the right mood for this. Good to see you, Stephanie. Welcome. Same with Peterson. Interesting, yes. You love to laugh at, yes, exactly. I know, 12 Twitter bans. Kind of amazing. 12 Twitter bans, I know. Is that a Dutch quote? I don't know if that's a Dutch quote. I don't think it is a Dutch quote. No, I don't know. The latency's a little weird here on PlayStation 4, so please bear with the latency here. You're down to talk political moments that are influencing history, like right now. I know I love facts. I really do care about facts. This is why I love history. But yeah, I am sometimes considered fake news because people just don't like what the fuck I'm saying. You're not surprised what happened? Me neither. Yeah, me neither. Feel bad for Peterson as a person. At least Shapiro, I could care about neither of them. I need to trademark that. I might need to. I might need to. Ooh, look at my beautiful city. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy 4K Wanderer's in the house. Danielle is not in this game. No, I wish she was in this game. We could make her this game, by the way. I appreciate that. There you go, KD. All right. We're in... So, City Skylines looks to me like Toronto. And I'm going to show you a couple of the buildings that remind me of Toronto. Thank you so much there, Stephanie. Please feel free to rate my burps on a scale of 1 to 10. I try to keep it real. One of you Illinois Republicans... I know! Oh my God, Tiffany, I know. I saw that. Can we go to Times Square? I have an imitation Times Square. I have an imitation Times Square. This is a virtual city sounds, yes. This is the walking simulator. Ooh. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. 4K Wanderer, please don't give me $5 Canadian. Again, I don't have Charging Bull. I'm sorry. I don't have Charging Bull. I have other stuff. But I don't have Charging Bull, unfortunately. You know what? Let me take you to the... I'll take you to the fountain. Am I stuck here? Oh, the game is saving. 4K Wanderer, thank you so much for the 5 Canadian. That's like 6 American lately. Thank you so much. When are we going to have another city vid? Probably, maybe this weekend? I don't know. We're gonna... Dalen, if you watch me enough, we'll get back to the city. Trust me. I'm trying to change it up. Listen, if you want to watch Times Square every day, there's like 6 other fucking people who do that. You expect... You got it. Stephanie, you got it. I'll see you later, Cricket Fox. I do have a French neighborhood. I have a French neighborhood and a French Canadian neighborhood. I have both. We need a St. Maximime. We could make a St. Maximime right now. I mean, we could make a St. Maximime right now. How about Cannes? Yeah, I know. Pfft. Right? Montreal. I love Montreal. I've been to Montreal a couple of times, but I hate to say this, to be honest. I don't know why I hate to say it, but if I had to pick between Toronto or Montreal, it's Toronto. Do I have Coney Island? Well, we could make a Coney Island. I did create this city, yes. Yes, I did create this city. This is where are all the city bikes. I don't have too many bike lanes in my city. I do have a lot of cyclists, but not a lot of bike lanes. I gotta make bike lanes. Oh, there's a cyclist. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I have a bike share. You paid Duchess say that. There you go. Yeah, no, it's true. I hate Toronto. I like Toronto better than Montreal. I really do. I legit do, because his Toronto is like, I don't know, it's like a city of the future to me. It's like where everyone figured it the fuck out. This is the game. It's called City Skylines. This is called City Skylines on the PlayStation 4. You know, it's descriptive than others who don't talk. Do you know how many people tell me that, Dalen? If I had a nickel. Good to see you, Myrna. Welcome. That's right. Yeah, see another 4. Yeah, everyone follow 4K Wanderer. He's a great YouTuber from Toronto, Canada. From Toronto, Canada. Don't say the other T. This is an easy game to play. Yes, it is, Brian. And everyone follow Nabul, who's up in the middle of the night with me as I get drunk. And good to see you, Sophia. Good to see you, Debbie. Welcome. Can a walking simulator get more views than a live walking live stream? Let's find out. Good to see you, Debbie. Welcome. Dear friends, we've all been through so much today. Let us all have a drink. Good to see you, Judith. Welcome. Ooh, you guys got me on the ASMR, but it's like walking, simulated. And by the way, there will be a day-night cycle. We will go into nighttime, just be patient. It's the game. But I did build this city here. You know what, 4K Wanderer, I've done this before, and yeah. Everyone follow 4K Wanderer. He's a great, actual, real-life live streamer in Toronto, Canada. There was a documentary called Let's All... you know what, actually, KD, I have seen that. KD, I have seen that. Kind of a weak documentary, but, you know, I don't know what the hate was all about. You know, fucking SkyDome, all right? Fucking SkyDome, fucking Domer. May Domer rest in peace. Let's all have a drink for Domer. Nobody loves Domer. Like, how can nobody love Domer? This game is called City Skylines. City Skylines, and it's currently it's jealousy, yes. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome. We're here answering all the comments, walking in a virtual world. It's a beautiful thing. Good to see you, Lori. I did build the city. I did build the city on rock and roll. Yes, me and Grace Slick got together and we figured out the. Your city is cool because of constant blunders. Yeah. It's Toronto. It's Toronto. Memories. Toronto is a beautiful city, but their hockey team sucks. Kind of. Stitzy, you don't have to be that nice with the $3 super chat. Jesus Christ, Stitzy. Stitzy, you make me feel really bad because I'm legit playing video games and you gave me $3. Thank you so much. Calgary's a beautiful city. Didn't you all have the Olympics once? If it wasn't for Braniff. Didn't you all have the Olympics? Never played this game, but how easy it is to play. It's pretty easy to play. Does this city have the hood? We could make a hood if you want. A lot of people hate New York too. Everyone hates New York, John Lore. Oh, Mateo had his message retracted. And yes, I did lower the game sound by a little bit here on my home microphone here. Thank you. You never play games like this. Thank you for sharing. You're more than welcome. I tried to... Stitzy, thank you so much for the $3. Good to see you, Jonathan. Can I rob a bank? This is not Grand Theft Auto, Charlie. This is City Skylines. All I could do is maybe gentrify a neighborhood and rob people of their home locale by raising the rents. That was a 6.8 belch rating. Thank you so much, Sophia. We got an 8. We got a 3 there. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, this is a good chat here. Fucking hell, it's a good chat. You cannot... I can't... You know what? You guys want to have some fun right now? I can select the character I am walking around as. Currently, I am walking around as a figure here, but I could change my persona up. I could be I guess a woman holding a lunchbox, and here's a little girl, and oh, here's another figure right here. That was a good build. She was worried about the community standard thing. No, Tom, please give me a rating between 1 and 10 whenever I burp. That helps the latency. Helps the latency here in the live stream. Here's the old man. Hey, I'm just walking around the city here. Yeah, don't hate us New Yorkers. I know. And then I cannot make myself into a naked cowboy, but I could make myself into a convict. And then we have some kind of spaceman who's crouching for some reason. And then, he's just a regular... here's another woman. And then here's a cowboy-looking guy. What beer am I having? I'm having Sierra Nevada Torpedoes. And then we have... This is a tourist, because he has a fanny pack. And then here's another cow. He's a cowgirl. Here's a cowgirl. Is this simple to play? Yes, Brian, this is simple to play. And then, I could be a bear. I know I could be a bird, right? Can I be a bird? I could be an elephant. I could be an elephant. Or I could be a bird. Yes, here we go. Here's the bird. How do I go up? Wait, let me see. There's a way I could go up. There we go. I could be a bird. Yay! I'm the seagull. I am the seagull. I will poop on you. I forgot about the bird. I forgot about the bird function. It resembles University Avenue exactly. I gotta get to the science building here. The science building is something that 4K Wanderer showed in one of his live streams. How do I go fast? Wait, there's a way I could go fast here. How do I go fast? There we go. I could go fast. You're more than welcome, Brian. City Skylines. This is called City Skylines. All right. There's a building. Lori, Lori, you don't have to give me $5 to super chat. Thank you so much. You would love to be a vlogger and walk around New York, just hate your New York accent. People will pay premium dollar for an authentic New York accent. How about that? But Lori, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It's much appreciated. Shit on people and people's heads, maybe. You ever play SimCity 3000? Yeah. I know, right, Stephanie? You could be the bed. You could be the bed flying right now. I know it's the best kept secret. It's only been on sale since 2013. Wait, okay. So let me get to the building here. There's a building around here. Where is it? Here it is. I gotta get to this building over here. It's Virtual Dutch today. That's right. Oh, I see it. I see the building that 4K Wanderer showed us in a live stream from Toronto, Canada. So this building here reminds me of something that 4K Wanderer has shown us in real life. You see it 4K? Do you see it? This building right here. Oh my god, 4K Wanderer totally showed this building. This building is in 4K Wanderer's live stream right here. And then we get to the other side really looks like the building. Good to see you, Cheryl. Hugs all around. Is that the AGO building? Is that what it's called? This is like some kind of arts building. Let me get to it. Ah, it's Michael Chi Lin's crystal. Okay. Yeah, it's like I put it like downtown here. Oh my god, Sophia with another $5 super chat. Here's to McRibs and beer belching. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much. Reminds me of a sport. I do have a sports arena. Oh, the bed. Oh, did I just like crash out the game right there? That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia, for the $5 super chat. As we imagine we're a bird, you love it. I'm glad everyone's enjoying. I knew everyone was gonna enjoy this. People who get it were gonna enjoy it. All right. Yeah, this is my little city I built here. Let me go fast, a little bit faster here. Let me get a little higher up here. So the island mass is kind of like Manhattan, kind of like a center island area. Oh, here's City Hall. Here's our City Hall. There's a statue near here. I put like a statue. This is the tallest building in the city. What am I doing? I'm in City Skylines. I'm in City Skylines. I'm flying as a bird. That's what I'm doing. Sim game, yes. City Skylines. This is the Statue of Wealth, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. This is the Statue of Wealth, and he's positioned right in front of this guy here. Have you ever played Simcopter? Yeah. Hell's yeah. Am I flying with a drone? No, I'm flying with a bird. Honestly, never seen anyone play this sim game like this. Myrna, I'm trying to expand the boundaries of gaming. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Judith. This city reminds you of Tokyo. Looks so futuristic. It's pretty futuristic. I can go to a coffee shop, but the coffee shops, I cannot go inside the coffee shops, if that makes any sense. I could go in front of a coffee shop. There's probably a coffee shop on this block right here. What's my favorite driving sim? Gran Turismo. I think I need a latte. I need a latte and one of those little puff ball thingies that cost $12 dues. I can go down 2nd Avenue and 10th. Yeah, Coney Isle. I could make a Coney Island right now. I have a Central Park that I need to build. And we might, I don't know, we could do, I could fly, I could walk, and I could drive. We can get a scone, yes. I could get a car, I could make myself into a car and drive around, and I could do all of that. But I think this bird flying around is more of a YouTube pace. Good to see you, Mike. Mike was asking if I was safe earlier today, and I was very safe earlier today, Mike. Good to see you there, Jessica. Welcome. I was very safe. I was in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's very far away from Washington, D.C. Does my seagull make droppings? Maybe. It's not confirmed, but you never know. Yeah, this is my virtual city. You guys want to, you know what, let's zoom out here. I'm going to show you my virtual city really quick. So here's our virtual city here. Kind of like Manhattan, as you see. It's a single peninsula here, where's the main city. And then this is our industrial area out here. And then here's another residential and mining area over in this direction here. And we do have a Central Park that I'm in the middle of building right now. Let's go to Central Park while we're here. If you can only walk this in real life, that's right. And Dutch Mods is always safe, exactly. How long did it take me to build this? Probably a couple of weekends. I don't spend too much time in the game, but I could if I really wanted to, because when I have fun building, I could go for quite a long time. I sometimes, if I can't sleep, I tend to, yeah. Yeah, once again, yeah. Dalen, did you hear me? How long did it take me to do this? It took me a couple of weekends, not too long. But it kind of mimics New York with like the whole Central Park and skylines and all that. And the park is doing very well, it looks like. Bethesda, that's right. I know, you could practice being a live streamer. Let me change my form here. Hey guys, I'm going to change my form here. I'm going to change my form here. Oh, I could be a dog. I could be this guy again. Hey, let's be somebody else. That's the girl with the... I want to be not the little girl. Not that guy. Yeah, let's be the old guy. Oh, the convict. The convict. Yeah, let's walk around as a convict. Reincarnation, indeed. Do I have a stream for politics? David, sometimes. It depends on the situation. I know there's a lot going on today, and I get it, but if you still support Trump after all this nonsense, you don't belong in this live stream. That's all I'll say now. I'm back to 4 months ago now. It's like, I'm not here to entertain you. If you support anything that Trump supports, you don't belong here. It's as simple as that. There are certain things in this world, certain understandings in this world, like safe spaces. And safe spaces are very valuable. And, you know, there's a reason why people come to this country for amnesty. There's a reason why people walk thousands of miles across many countries to come here. And it's for that opportunity. It's for that little hope. And if we close those people out for, like, simplistic reasons, like build the wall, you know, it's much more nuanced. It's much more deeper than simply building a wall. And this country is uniquely positioned because our country has been always built on immigrants. And if you think that's going to change now, you're very mistaken. And the world is going into a certain direction that, unfortunately, a lot of Trump supporters, I call you guys Trumpy Bear, I call them Trumpy Bears. If the Trumpy Bears don't understand that, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. You know, you could support Trump, but just don't be loud and proud about it here, because it's not welcome. And there are a lot of people hurting out there. There are a lot of people hungry out there. There's people starving probably within a mile of your house. And COVID is very real. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. And if you only watch OAN and Newsmax, and you're being lied to. And you're being lied to. You're being grifted. That's the real reality of the situation. Is you're being grifted if you believe that shit. Alex Jones. Look at the ads that are on these people's media. You know? You look at these ads, it's like survivalism and like stamina pills so you get your fucking dick hard and all this nonsense. And it's like, life is more nuanced than getting your fucking dick hard and getting ready for a nuclear bomb to drop. Okay? We're gonna have, I call them Trumpy Bears. Have you never seen the Trumpy Bear? Have you never seen the Trumpy Bear? Ted Cruz is such an embarrassment, but I understand that he doesn't represent the whole state. I get it. As we simulate walking. I'm glad you guys understand that. But those are my... Listen, I did a 4-hour live stream. Because I saw what was happening in the world. And it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. I'm sorry. There's people starving in all of our neighborhoods because of COVID. Everyone lost their jobs. There's so many people who have lost their jobs because of this COVID. You have no idea. I could look at myself and be like, I lost my job. Like, tourism doesn't exist. And then when people say, like, well, COVID was made to destroy the United States, then why is the whole world locking down? Why is the whole world locking down? Don't give me that shit. And what happened today on the state capitol, first of all, is a disgrace. But for me personally, as an American, talking to people who may be possibly watching this from around the world, okay? I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by what happened today. It was treason. It was treason. It was treason. It was all that shit. And now all the Trumpy bears, all the Republicans who were backing Trump this whole fucking time, who were gonna what was it, be a conscientious objector to the fucking college, to the fucking electoral college. Now they're all repenting. They're all repenting. Debbie, I feel so bad that you're living. You know, Debbie, just wear a mask. Debbie, hang in there. We're gonna get through this, Debbie. Just wear a mask and try not to let the people who are staring at you with a dirty look bother you. 4K Wanderer, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian. That's like $3.50 American. It makes me so upset. You have no idea. And what does this come down to in the end? History. Just look at history. Oh my God, K. All right, guys, please stop super chatting. KD, thank you so much for the $10 Canadian. I have made far too much money playing with the internet on live stream just now. And I really appreciate the super chats, guys, but I know you guys are with me on this one. And I really appreciate every single dollar, but we're hanging out, guys. We're hanging out. I can't, like, for me to motivate you guys to give me money like that, it really does. It really affects me, and I appreciate it. But like, we're just hanging out. We're fucking hanging out, guys. I'm literally in my fucking bedroom playing this game. Good to see you. Good to see you from Grisha. Welcome. I know, me too. Me, Debbie. I everywhere I go, Debbie. I may have to wear the mask up to 6-8 hours a day, you know. And it's like, it's the thing we have to do. Think about 1918. I'm sorry, 1918. It's history. It's history, and we have to remember and cherish and honor history. I appreciate that 4K. I appreciate that KD. I know. You ready for it? We're all ready for it. We're all ready for it. You know, I've been told that so many times, Stephanie. I've been told that so many times. But this is like a Brandenburg Gate, by the way. I got Brandenburg Gate in my city. But I mean, it's just what happened today. It's like, all right, I guess this is the way we're gonna get Trump out. I guess we're gonna shame them, right? I guess it's the great shunning now. It's the great shunning. Good to see you, waitress. Welcome. I gotta take a big swig of beer for that. Thank you, guys. No, we're gonna be, we were good. Listen, springtime was scary, man. Springtime was scary, but you're very tired. Yeah, I know it's tough, but we're gonna make it through. Yep, Berlin, Brandenburg Gate. You wonder if the 25th Amendment will be invoked? I wonder that too, David. Oh Lord, you gotta have to mute my TV. Yeah. Oh, Miss Graham is running his mouth. I appreciate that, 4K. When listen, I'm not 100% confident until it's the 21st. I'm waiting until the 21st. Inauguration day needs to come and go. It's the 21st. I'll be calm. You getting your beer for tomorrow? Yeah, nice. Nice, Jessica. They're all, listen, all the Trumpy bear Republicans, man. And listen, you know who I feel bad for? I was thinking about it today. I feel bad for the Republicans who never became Trumpy bears. Those are the ones who I feel bad for. Those are the ones who I feel bad for, because like, their party got destroyed. Their party got cut in half. Their party got cut in half. Let me just tell you that right now. The modern Republican Party is cut in half. It's two parties now. The inauguration, I think, is going to be virtual, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, very scary, Dalen. Yeah, so many contradictions revealed. Oh, so much shit came out today. It was like too much. It was like this big, like, it was that episode of South Park where the big satellite dish comes out of Cartman's ass, and it goes like it comes out of his ass and it goes all the way back up. It's like it's too much information to process. I call them Trumpy bears. I'm sorry. It's the only way I could. It's a coping mechanism. It's the only way I could cope with it. I call them Trumpy bears because it's a Trumpy. Have you never seen a Trumpy? The Trumpy bear is an actual product. All politicians are bums. Absolutely, Josh. But here's the deal. If you look through all the bullshit, right? There's some politicians who are actually trying to do the best for their constituents, and it's not hard to see which ones are doing what where. It's in rural counties where people have like the wool over their eyes and they're really easily distracted and really easily kind of misguided. And this is the politics of the United States. How much media, true media, do you have access to? How much true news do you have access to? And luckily places like New York, we have options, but like in rural places, they don't have a lot of options for media and news and information, and thus they get caught up in crazy fucking things. This is how QAnon people get fucking voted in. Trumpy bears. I know they were trying to blame Black Lives Matter and Antifa. It was insane. Like, where has my country gone? This is Chelsea. You had to turn off your phone notification every second. Yeah, it got crazy. It got crazy. I mean, Twitter was nuts. I'm so happy I was outside. I was just so happy I was outside, and you know, not necessarily sheeple. I wouldn't necessarily just call them sheeple, but it's people who are like, they have biases to begin with, and the people who are giving them their media and their information play off that bias. And the people who are consuming that media don't realize that. So it's not necessarily sheeple because they're being tricked fundamentally. Yeah, I know. It's a nice way to call Trump supporters. You call them Trumpy bears. You call them Trumpy bears. It's a way to cope. Biden is just as corrupt as Trump. You know what? Big government, right? Big government is a big misnomer. Like, big government is very subject to what you're really talking about, because big government is the thing that a lot of the Trumpy bears fight against. It's this big thing about big government. But in reality, what you're talking about is corporations. The corporations with the influence that they have running the government. So, in a sense, now you have to think about, okay, I'm going to take the poison pill, which is the lesser of the two evils. But when you begin to break it down, fundamentally, the Republican and the Democratic parties have kind of gone in these interesting ways, where it's like, now the Democratic Party's liberal and the Republicans are conservative. Conservatism leads you into authoritarianism and really into like this weird kind of communism that really benefits only corporations and the 1%. And then you have the Democrats with liberalism, so in a sense kind of making everything kind of available for people, new thoughts, abortion, all that stuff. And in a sense, corporations, again, getting another big chunk of that, because then you're more likely to consume media. And like, I think about AOC, I think about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and she really, thank God we have her in the house, because she's really spouting the truth. And me personally, I'm a progressive. We got to move on. I mean, as a society as a whole, we're really fucking smart, and we're holding ourselves back because of these so-called thing called morals. And morals, in a sense, the people who tend to preach morals are the ones who break them to begin with. So, fucking AOC is the best. And no, Bernie didn't sell out, but unfortunately, if Bernie was in there, he would be better than Biden. Bernie would be way better than Biden. It's time for big changes. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time. We're smarter than this. We're better than this. This is he was pushed into a corner, Bernie Sanders, but the Democrats are looking at. Unfortunately, the Democrats are forced to play a certain role because of the way the Republicans play their game. So, but now we're getting into the nuances of politics, where all I care about is how easy is immigration, right? How easy is it to immigrate here? How hard is it for people to come here who are seeking asylum? How can we keep the price of food low? How can we keep the price of energy low? Alternative sources, all that stuff. Wind power, solar. stuff where we could distribute more. There's too many people starving in this country. I'm sorry. There's too many people starving in this country. And this COVID situation exposed all of that shit. Wear the masks in this game. Yeah, and there's no update for the mask. You know what? Trump got kicked off of Twitter today, so that was pretty cool. And Twitter is not gangster, but listen, remember, folks. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, it's time to sit down, kids. It's time to sit. Okay, let me get to a nice spot on my park here. I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I got blacklisted on Twitter. So let's get all the kids together. And I'm going to tell you a story about something called false influence. I'm going to talk about false influence. I'm going to talk about who uses false influence, especially on Twitter. And I'm going to tell you how I got blacklisted on Twitter when I exposed all of it. All right? So as we do our simulated walking stream here, this is a serious story. This is a true story. This is the best story time you're ever going to hear on YouTube ever in a fucking live stream. And Dave was there for it. Good to see you, Dave, from the great state of Georgia. Thanks to the great state of Georgia, we're going to get the House and the fucking Senate. Fake followers, that's right. False influence. Oh, the story of false influence, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my freaking God. Alright, where's my Stonehenge here? I have a Stonehenge here in my city. See this? I have a Stonehenge here in my imitation Central Park. So let's go to my Stonehenge here, because this story is as old as time itself. The story is as old as time itself. He was partially banned from Twitter for saying Trump should be executed. Well, I mean, that's a Twitter thing. I mean, Twitter doesn't want any violence to come upon people, but that's neither here nor there. Here we are. We're here at my simulated Stonehenge. Welcome. I'm going to take a good sip of beer here, but this is going to be a fun story time here. I'm going to try to time myself out here, so I got to look at a clock here. Okay, there's a clock. There's the chat. Okay. That's right, Dave. That's right, Dave. The devil came down to Georgia, but Georgia prevailed. Georgia fucking prevailed. All right. So, it was year number 2 on Periscope. It was year number 2 on Periscope. 2016. Periscope probably in year number 2 was at its height of its popularity. And a lot of people were adapting to it. A lot of people were using it. And a lot of people really took to it. This is when you had the emergence of people like the Feet Piece and all these e-beggars. Like the term e-beggar was kind of born in the second year of Periscope. And it was my second year of doing this thing called the radio show. And we were doing the radio show, and something interesting happened. It was Christmas time. It was December 2016. And an interesting thing began to happen on a regular basis. And that was, we would have a live viewer concurrent number. And right now, like here on YouTube right now, we have a live viewer concurrent number of 51, 49 about. But in these broadcasts, they would sometimes explode to like 200, 300, maybe 1,000. But we noticed the live viewer chat wasn't very active. There may have been 3 or 4 regular commenters in the chat within every 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. But there was no real interactivity considering how many people were watching. What was this thing, we asked ourselves? What was this thing? All these people supposedly watching with no interaction. Now we knew something was up. See, here is the thing that made Periscope so amazing. Periscope was powered by the hashtag. And when Periscope was true, when Periscope was pure, what would happen is if you used the right hashtags during the right day or week or whatever, if something was happening in your town or a big event, you would get a lot of viewers. You would get legit numbers. You would get 50 people in the chat, and that chat was flying because all 50 people are commenting. It was an amazing, beautiful time because people were being introduced the first time into live streaming. They were seeing it for the first time. And it was this thing where like you could talk back. There was interaction. And the simple fact of interacting, is it cold? What time is it? It was a big fucking deal. My biggest live stream during this time was a blizzard. 93,000 people watched me live in a blizzard. Within 24 hours, you know how many people watched it on a replay? 269,000. Now, I know those numbers were real because of the Twitter feedback I got. And during the live broadcast, I was answering up to 100 comments a minute. It was insane. I sounded like a racetrack horse announcer. So when we started doing these live streams, there was a new thing called Periscope Producer, which enabled us to use this thing called OBS to broadcast from home. And we could do these home broadcasts. I somehow put together what is today now known as the radio show. So we would get these bumps in the numbers, and it was weird. And so then going into 2017, I started doing my homework, and I started to find out, how does this work? What is considered a view? Now, because of a lot of stuff that happened since, I'm able to tell you this part of the story. Live streaming at the beginning of 2017 was getting really big. And one of my things I did on Periscope was I rode the cyclone. Well, during the beginning of 2017, there were some engineers here at YouTube who were astonished that I could ride a roller coaster and answer every question as I rode the roller coaster. They reached out to me on Twitter and they said, well, we're thinking about rolling out a new product for live streaming on mobile, and we may want you to test it out because we like your content. They legit liked my content so much that they were willing to come all the way out. Well, they already had a plan to come out to New York anyway, but they were going to come out to New York, and they were going to set up a meeting with me, and we were going to have some fun. So these meetings begin to evolve through 2017. Now, as this is playing out in the background, and nobody knows this, because I signed papers and stuff like that. Good to see you, Tom. I want to call it Botgate, I guess. Botgate begins to evolve. So now I'm starting to find out certain Periscope people are using bots to gain what I call false influence. False influence is basically, if you watch a live stream and you see a high viewer concurrent number, you're likely to stay with the broadcast and, more importantly, interact with it because you think it's something of high importance. It's something that's, oh my God, there's 1,000 people watching this. This must be amazing. So that's false influence. So what I was noticing was that there was a couple of people on Periscope who consistently got these crazy fucking numbers. And because they got crazy numbers, in a sense, people donated more money to them, or they were able to, I guess, persuade people to pay them more, even though they were doing nothing. And they weren't doing anything, in a sense, more special than that I was doing, but it was something that it made you think. It's like, wow, this person's doing yoga in their house and not answering comments. Why is somebody giving them $50? I mean, she's not even naked. So I begin to look into it, and then I stumble in on it. It was one night where I completely stumbled into it. Now we're talking about we're talking, it's just after Periscope's birthday. So now we're talking like April, May 2017. Okay. I stumble into it. What happens is I find a broadcast that is selling the software to grift the audience on Periscope and on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook, like by 100,000 likes on Facebook or Instagram. And so I start looking into it, and I see there's 4 major websites where people get their stuff from. But there was one in particular that was like, it was polished. It was clearly like, it looked so legit. You could buy 100,000 followers on YouTube. All you need is 20,000 euro or whatever the hell it was. And I was amazed by it. And then I started getting into the meat and potatoes of it, like the homework of it. And I started realizing, like, who are the people who are using it? How do the numbers pop? How does this work? And I started to find out, as the great Ron Waxman, the old man on the roof, would say, I found out who the phonies were. And I really did find out who the phonies were. And I was like, fuck that shit. These people are getting money and donations from people who think they're some kind of influencer, some kind of celebrity, when they're really like some grifter who has like 10 people in the room and you think there's 1,000 people in there. And it just infuriated me. Now, as I begin to uncover the bots and how the bots work, what happened then was the radio show evolved, and Nabul and Dave and a lot of the family here remembers this, when we started to do the bot count. Now the bot count was, so botted accounts had weird usernames that didn't make any sense. And when people entered a Periscope room, you would see their name flash on the screen. And if you were fast enough, you could catch it and delete it and make a count of it. So that's what I started doing. I started catching bots and blocking them in real time. And next thing you know, it's like we're blocking 70 bots, like on a live stream, we're doing the radio show, and here we go. Let's see how many, there's a reason why if you see the credits to the radio show, there's a little hint to that. And it's called Bots by Kayvon. And that was the joke. I know they still have weirdo names, but they're a lot harder to find, especially in places like here on YouTube. YouTube does a very good job about eliminating bots. YouTube and Instagram in particular, they have a really good algorithm at destroying bots. It's Facebook and Twitter who are lying to you. Facebook and Twitter, those are the motherfuckers who are lying to you. So now we are doing the radio show. We're blocking bots in real time. Guess what? Guess what? I have a friend who works for a fairly large advertising company. And he just happened to see one of my live streams one night. And he was like, oh my God, we're having an internal discussion in my company about influence and retweets and likes and shares and engagement. They were having internal discussions about engagement. How valuable is 40,000 followers on whatever social media platform? How powerful is that? So I have to then sign a second non-disclosure agreement to this advertising company. And we made a deal. It was a 8-month deal. The YouTube deal was only 4 months. It was all around the same time, which is crazy. But the YouTube deal was about 4 months that I couldn't say anything. And this advertising company deal was an 8-month deal where I was not allowed to say anything. But I fucked with Periscope a lot. Intentionally. We did it intentionally. because we wanted to see what kind of engagement do we get. And in the end, this culminated in this company building me an application for my computer so I could weed out fake users who enter my Periscope room. And well, basically, if you don't know, Periscope and Twitter is it's called an open API. Like YouTube has a closed API. It's very expensive. Twitter has more importantly, Periscope has an open API that anyone could access. And basically, I was mining your data. Whenever I did a radio show, I mined your data in a sense of where I knew where you were watching from within about a quarter of a mile. And I knew, for the most part, the application will know if you were real or not. So basically, I would harvest data while doing the radio show and then send that data off to this advertising company, and then they will do basically numbers on it and see, where the bots were coming from, because bots have certain signatures where we know where they come from, or they knew where they came from. And this one guy was like the main bot seller. And he just happened to be the guy that I stumbled upon because he was like the most popular guy. And what ended up happening was then I did a very famous Periscope broadcast. Personally, for me, it was the end of my Periscope account, but I did a Periscope a live video called the Education of Ron Waxman. and I basically describe how you could buy the bots, how you could use the bots, how does all the programs work, and here's a website. And even during the broadcast, the person who made the bots came into the broadcast, messed with the comments, all that stuff. And then later on, within that week, the person who ran the website sent me a death threat on a Slack group that was meant for VIP Periscope users. So like literally, like, my life could have been in danger depending on how willing this guy was, or, he said he was Russian mafia, of course. So, but a few weeks later, my Periscope account gets deleted. And the real reason why my Periscope account got deleted was because there was a big, this company decided to take away about it over the course of 6 months. It was $8 million. They pulled back in advertising revenue. And the weekend they made that decision, that's when I lost my Periscope account. And to that day, my Twitter account is blacklisted. So maybe 1 out of 7 people actually may see a tweet that I put up. And that's how I got blacklisted on Twitter. Yeah, Periscope is going away on the 31st of March, and I will be doing a celebration broadcast. So there you go. I know what to say and what not to say here on YouTube. And YouTube, compared to Periscope, YouTube has been so lovely to me. They have been so great to me. They have been so good to me, and I fucking love YouTube. There's no taking me away from YouTube. So there you go. Why don't I make a new Twitter? It's senseless to make a new Twitter, David. It's senseless to make a new Twitter. I built up my Twitter account since 2008. I have an old Twitter account, David. I'm not going to give it up. This is Coney Henge, yes. Yeah, YouTube, Reddit is too toxic for me. And I'm not a big fan of Reddit. But I love YouTube because YouTube has given me a solid answer for what a view is. Facebook is bullshit, and where do right wingers go? Where do all the Trumpy bears go? They go to Facebook and they go to Periscope. And they really go to Periscope. That's the truth. They really go to Periscope. And once again, thank you so much, Stephanie, why is Periscope getting shut down? It's because advertisers went to Twitter, because Twitter owns Periscope, and they told the folks at Twitter, listen, you got to shut down this fire hose of misinformation. And you got to stop this because there's just too many lies going out and too many people believing it. And this is why Periscope is shutting down. And when Twitter Live, when the terms of service change for Twitter Live in March, you're going to see a lot of people disappear. And the Trumpy bears are not going to be happy. They're all going to Parler. They're all going to Parler and BitChute and all that fucking nonsense. Let them go over there. I don't care. But that is the real reason why Periscope is getting shut down. That is the real reason. Let's go to the Delacorte Theater. Delacorte Theater, yay. Yeah. I know you haven't heard of any of those. I know, and nobody's heard of any of those. It does suck. It's some crazy inside baseball, but if you know where to get your media from and your news from, it is public. It is public. Yeah, BitChute it still exists. It still exists. BitChute still exists. And now that's where all the Trumpy bears go. That's where all the Trumpy bears go now. You're so out of it. Yeah, it's good. Debbie, stay with YouTube. It's perfectly fine. Do I still think YouTube deserves 30%? Considering the amount of data that YouTube has to take in order to maintain all this stuff, I think 30% is perfectly fine. Anything more than 30% will be greedy. But I think 30% is perfectly fine. You no longer dwell online with the bottom feeders. No, you don't. You're here to watch dust. I appreciate that, Tom. And I don't pay a fee to YouTube. No, I don't pay a fee to YouTube. No. This YouTube's going to always be free to upload and all that. And, it's fine. No, the radio show is on Twitch. So the radio show is on Twitch now, and it's going to end up going to maybe D-Live if I don't know how Twitch is going to work out with copyright. So the radio show is kind of like up in the air. But we'll see. You never know. Oh my God. You guys got to stop. Myrna with the $5 super chat. You're more than welcome for the education tonight. And Stephanie, you're more than welcome. It is good to know. You guys just bought me tomorrow's beers. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, guys. YouTube doesn't take my super chats. They enable the super chats to happen. Listen, do you know how much money Periscope took from me from Super Hearts? Periscope owes me $1,200 in Super Heart money. Okay? So Periscope took so much more than me than YouTube. YouTube has given me so much more than Periscope ever gave me. And yet Periscope still owes me fucking money. So that's why I hate Periscope so much. And then you have all these people who just love it because they're like, oh, I get it. It's the interface. I get it. It's the interface. It's a simple, dumb interface. Okay, I get it. What does it take for, what does Facebook take for hearts? I don't know that. I don't know that because I don't want to know that. I never liked the Facebook interface. I never liked Facebook Live Video. I think Facebook Live Video is some of the worst live video available. That's why I'm amazed how Urbanist got big on Facebook because I know he plugged at it for a long time and really worked hard. That's why I'll always respect the Urbanist, because he really did work hard. And but to do it on Facebook, I'm just so happy he's popular here on YouTube. You have no idea. He deserves it. If anyone deserves to get really popular on platforms like this, on live streaming, Urbanist is definitely top of my fucking list because he's worked hard and he gives you a good product. That's the key. And mind you, I have been told by companies already that I evidently give a good product. I don't think I give a good product. I'm just being myself and hanging out. Meryl with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Meryl, for a $5 super chat. Oh my God! Yeah, you met him on YouTube. Yeah, he's good. He's good people. I know exactly. Nabul, you can only cash out super hearts in so many countries. Yeah, no, Facebook live streams aren't. I hate Facebook live streams. We are hanging out. Yeah, KD, we're hanging out. Kind of amazing, huh? Matthew, have a good night. I hope I didn't bore you too much tonight. We'll be back in Coney Island tomorrow. Jim, it kind of amazes me when people tell me that, but I've been told that now so much lately. I'm like, okay. You need your space. There you go there, Jeremy. You need your space. If it wasn't for MySpace, social media wouldn't exist. No, it would not. No, no. Facebook really made it, though, like the norm. Good to see you, Ivy Lynn. Groovy Grandma, welcome. All right. Should I get another beer? I should get another beer, right? Let me get another beer. I just drank my last beer. I told you my stories. Right, I told you my story. Let me get another beer here. Yeah, let me give you a nice little shot here of my fake Statue of Liberty and my fake Lower Manhattan. Well, it's not even really Lower Manhattan. I'm gonna grab myself a beer here. Let me grab my Give me a minute here, and I'll be right back here. All right? Yeah, I haven't tried swirl beer. No, I haven't. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. Go to Dutchton Yards. I think I have a Dutchton Yards, but it's not cool looking. I don't know if it's cool looking. I kind of have a rail yard. So like, is that over here? This is the industrial area. You need to oil the hinges on that door, yeah. This is an interesting little industrial area because then I have like a residential area like right next to it. It's a very unique area to live because as you see, you live in a very quiet kind of a utopia here. Right, your kind of charm, right? Like you got like the utopia, right? But then like you see like you got like this thick like line of woods here, right? And the woods separates the industrial from the commercial. So here at the end of the road, you're gonna see there's a pathway up there, and that's the industrial down the hill there. The dirty industrial area. Are these any add-ons or mods? No mods. No mods. This is City Skylines extremely vanilla. Why am I in jail in Manhattan Bridge, you know? See, like go look one direction here, like nice houses. These like very upscale houses. But then I could walk down the block here and like there's like a train also. Good to see you, Terry. Have a beer for you. £9.99. Oh my god, you're up late. Thank you so much, Terry, for the 10-pounder. No Gowanus. No, it's not a canal. Gowanus. It's not a canal. I do have a kind of Gowanus canal. Good to see you in New York. No Dumbo. It's not Dumbo. Where's Manhattan? Across the river. Across the river. But look, wait. Where's the bridge here? I'm trying to find the bridge. Where's the bridge? There's like a footpath here. Where's the footpath? Oh, there it is. It's through the trees. So you go through the trees, and then when you cut across a little forest here, you got your train line. You got your train line, and then you keep on walking, and now you're in the industrial zone. So just a 5-minute walk, and you're in this horrible dystopian industrial zone. The industrial zone is built into a valley, so it's kind of like this horrible. But the traffic is really good. It's like New York City was in Oregon, exactly. Yeah, look. I mean, look at the territory here. So it's like here's like our fake Manhattan, which is not finished yet, by the way. Still got to build north. And you got our city, Central Park, Upper West, Upper East Sides, and this is our Williamsburg, and I didn't even build Brooklyn yet. No high. We could build a High Line. You just trying to find a high. This is City Skyline. It's kind of like an urban planning game because it has a lot of. You could do a lot of things like like this neighborhood here is zoned in a way so that it creates like a certain aesthetic. So this is our Williamsburg here, and Williamsburg is known for its wide back. Good night, Nambu. Nighty night, Nambu. Nighty night. But it's like, this is like a back alley here. And we got like a nice wide back alley with benches and lights. And the back alleys, though, if you leave the back of your house, right? So you're leaving the back of your house. You go down the back alley here. You don't need a car. So you go down the alley and you go to the main street where all your shopping is. So you don't need to drive around in your neighborhood. See? See how it just abruptly changes? This is what I got to work on, is my transitions. Like, see, it just abruptly changes. It's so New York, though. And then, boom, see? Your commercial street here. This is where everyone goes shopping. Got all your stores. Got the meat store. The meat store. Hey, they got meat there. What is that? I haven't even seen this before. That's scary. Very appropriate for today. Nobody in this simulation is wearing a mask. No. The laptop has finished here in City Skylines. Yeah, the pandemic finished. It's in the meatpacking district. I don't know if it's meatpacking district. It's more of like we were in Williamsburg. We're in the imitation Williamsburg here. But it looks like this reminds me so much of Ontario, though. Or sorry, Toronto. It reminds me so much of Toronto. Toronto. I almost got it right. There's a way to say Toronto the way that Torontonians say it. Toronto. There you go. N-N-O. O-N-N-O. Toronto. And then this is the other going in the other direction here. So this is Williamsburg. This is my Canada. That's right, Canada. Surprised bikers didn't run us over. They're allowed to ride on the sidewalk. Toronto. There you go. Toronto. I really do want to do like I think on SkyDome's birthday this year, I want to like play the SkyDome opening ceremony, and I want to like comment over it. I literally watched the SkyDome opening ceremony like 3 times this week because it brings me so much joy. They opened the dome and it was fucking raining. Alan Thicke talked over the most glorious feedback loop ever broadcast on any television. Might as well be not let alone Canada. Open up. Open up. It's a bit jittery when they walk. I know, yeah, it's a little weird, Ben. It's a little weird. Look at the view here, though. Look at the view. They got the nice view here. Look at that. Boom. Nice. And they got a footbridge. So you could take the footbridge from Williamsburg over to the main island to Manhattan, which is nice. Sounds like very Alan Thicke. Oh no, John, if you've never seen the SkyDome opening ceremony, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Oh my God. To me, Alan Thicke was not made famous because of Growing Pains. No. Alan Thicke is famous because he was the host of the SkyDome opening ceremony. Feels like a little Miami. Yeah, kind of look a little Miami. So you can see it's nice. See, like you take the pathway, you can walk to work. When did it happen? It happened June 3rd, 1989. And Andrea Martin. I'm sorry. Alan Thicke, Andrea Martin. They hosted the thing. Fucking Liberty Silver sang, and such a good fuck. It's so cringy yet so entertaining. It's so Canadian yet. Yes, John, just look up SkyDome opening ceremony and get the one that's like almost 2 hours long. Like it's an hour and 58 minutes long because it has all the commercials too. You get to watch those good, nice Canadian commercials. 4K, I'm upset. 4K, I'm obsessed with it. Like every year, right? Like there's a time of year, right? So every year I get obsessed about a few different things, right? So like I'll get obsessed about well, it's different now because of the pandemic, but there's certain things that happen here in the city that I get obsessed about, like Diana Ross's concert in 1983, but like SkyDome opening ceremony, because I watched it. I was 9 years. So here's a funny story. I saw the SkyDome opening ceremony from my grandparents' house when I was on summer vacation. So they lived in Florida and they had CBC, and I forgot the circumstances, but for whatever reason I was able to have the TV that night. Right? I was able to have the TV that night. And my grandfather had a satellite dish. It wasn't a satellite dish, it was a band receiver. So the band receiver, you get like all these like local networks. And we had CBC in Toronto. We had the CBC in Toronto. And for whatever reason, I was able to watch that thing fucking live. And I'll never I was so depressed too because I was in Florida and there's nothing to do and there's only the TV, and so I watched this thing live and I thought it was like the most epic fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, and I remembered it for years. And the next thing you know, YouTube comes around, and then how many years ago was it? I want to say it was about maybe 7 years ago. It was before I started live streaming. I want to say it was maybe 2015, maybe 2014. Somebody uploaded it onto YouTube. And I remember I must have watched that thing like every day for like a week. Because it's the most stupidest fucking thing, but it's entertaining, it's cringy, it's so kitsch. It's so fucking skydivers coming in through a downpouring of rain and and then and by the way, a lot of the music was like done by like a live orchestra. So like a lot of like the backing music was like a live orchestra, and it's just like it was so amazing. So like if I ever need like a little pick me up, like a little if I need a distraction, I'm gonna watch a SkyDome opening ceremony amongst a bunch of other stuff. But right now in this head that I am in right now, like for like the last couple of weeks I've been in, for some reason I got like, there was like a new SkyDome, making of SkyDome video that got put up on YouTube I think recently, or it was referred to me, and it just drew me into the whole, oh my god, SkyDome. And fuck the Rogers Center. It will always be the SkyDome. Did we really just talk about SkyDome for the last oh shit. I will talk about this again when we're in Lower Manhattan. I'll ask the fearless girl if she's ever seen the SkyDome opening ceremony. Did your creator ever see that? Did Kristen Visbal ever see the SkyDome opening ceremony? It will be always the SkyDome. Fuck the Rogers Center. I'm sorry. It would always be the Air Canada Center. You know what, 4K? You should be proud of where you're from. I think, personally, I love New York so much. I love Brooklyn so much. I love South Brooklyn so much, or Southern Brooklyn so much. I think everyone should be proud of where they come from, their place in the world. And you know, when this is why the Trumpy Bears make me so upset, because we're so much better than that. We're so much better than that as a society, as a nation, as a people. And I think slowly but surely we're getting out of that, because people are seeing the truth. People are realizing that, you know, there's a lot of shit that needs to be fixed, that needs to be changed, and that needs to be acknowledged. And that's what I love about being in New York, is we have all that. We're just trying to help everyone else realize that when you have all that, life is all the better. You know, you're proud to be from here, but it makes you feel extra proud. That's awesome, 4K. Canada made a lot of dents in America. Absolutely. Absolutely, Canada's made a lot of dents in. I mean, when I think about the old, well, not the old, but, you know, the International Space Station. You know, it's that's the Canada arm. That's not the International Space Station fucking crane thing. No, it's the Canada arm. They're saving. Okay. Game freezing on me, saving. That scares the shit out of me. Yeah, because the Trumpy Bears came to DC. Oh, I'm so sorry, Meryl. Don't worry, they got. Something tells me something's gonna. I don't know. It's not. History is not gonna look kindly on what happened today. It's really not. When you look at a historical eye on what happened today, it's not gonna be cool. It's really not gonna be cool. I'm serious. Like, watching what happened in the House and the Senate 90 minutes ago, before I started this live stream, it's not gonna be cool. I know that time Trudeau and his friends left at 45. You remember that? You remember that, 4K? I'm never gonna forget that. You don't think a bunch of countries from all around the world saw what happened today? Like, wow, that's all we need to do to storm their capital? Like, happened with the Dems in 2017. What are you referring to? I know, don't get me started. Listen, no politicians are perfect, right? No politicians are perfect. But in the end, who is really helping the corporations and who is really helping the people? I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out who's who. I mean, at this point anyway. I mean, look what the Trumpy Bears did today. Look at what the Trumpy Bears did today. What happened today is such an embarrassment to this country. It's like ridiculous. Like, what happened today was such an embarrassment to this country. Like, this is something that, it's history. This is history that's going to be talked about 100 years from now. Not an attempted coup, but a bunch of misled people who, in the end, went to the slaughter. And now the example is being made. Like, this is what's really happening. Like, the example is being made now. And it's not more than just shameful, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's completely embarrassing. And we're better than that as a country. We're better than that as a country. And now what? All the Republicans who were going to do their conscientious objection to the Electoral College. Okay, now they got to repent? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all committed treason and that's it. There's no coming back. Y'all fucked up. That's it. It's not this. It wasn't a protest, John. That wasn't a protest. That was an insurrection. It was an insurrection. It wasn't a protest. It was an insurrection. Yeah. It was an insurrection by trashy people. Yes, poor K got nailed it on the fucking head. It's an insurrection with the trashiest, most uneducated people. Well, you can't compare George Floyd with what's going on. I'm sorry, you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. Why? You know what was proved today? First of all, there's two justice systems, right? This is what proves today. There's two justice systems. Okay, you get to storm the Capitol and leave with your life. Do you think Black Lives Matter or Antifa, which is really, people get Black Bloc and Antifa mixed up because Antifa is really a movement, but people don't understand that. But let's not get into that. If Black Lives Matter stormed the Capitol the way the Trumpy Bears stormed the Capitol today, they would all be dead. Okay, if those people were a little bit more browner and a little more blacker, those people would have been fucking dead today. They would have been dead. But instead, you get the fucking people, oh, come on. They cleared the way when they entered the steps. They helped them down the steps. Get the fuck out of here. You saw two different justice systems in your face today. And if you did not acknowledge that white privilege was broadcast all around the world today, you're living in an alternate reality. I'm sorry. You're living in an alternate reality. I'm sorry. If you don't get that, this is why people say why do you think people say Black Lives Matter? Why do you think people say that? Because what you saw today in the Capitol, that's the reason why people say Black Lives Matter. Okay, it's true, it's two Americas. And one woman died, okay, because she was shot in the neck trying to breach the door into one of the chamber, I think it was the Senate chambers. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. There's a reason why people, there's a reason why people say what they say. You know, personally, I think defund the police, it's a bad phrase, because defunding the police gives other people more fuel to against their argument, which in reality, we're not saying let's get rid of the police. We're saying the police need more accountability. This is what people don't understand. Police need more accountability. If you shoot somebody, you better have a fucking good reason. There better be evidence. There better be receipts. Instead of this whole I was scared thing. Tamir Rice is all I have to say about that. Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old fucking boy. Ugh. It's disgusting. And no one should have died today. Don't get me wrong. Nobody should have died today. And by the way, they stormed everybody's office. Republicans and Democrats. They stormed all the offices because these morons were so ignorant they didn't know whose offices they were trashing. How fucking crazy is that? These people are fucking morons. This is why you watch OAN, you watch Newsmax, you're being lied to. You're being fucking lied to. You're being conned. For what? To sell you male growth hormone pills and survivalist fucking shit? Do you really need oatmeal that lasts 20 years? Are you fucking kidding me? I know Trump did basically threaten Pence today. It's ignorance beyond the pale. It's ignorance beyond the pale. What, you watching Jim Baker? You're buying your survival bucket from Jim Baker and you're believing all this fucking nonsense? Are you fucking kidding me? We're better than that. We're better than that as a country. I'm sorry. We're better than that as a country. And y'all got grifted. Thirsty THFC with a big thumbs down. What, you don't like what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm saying, just tell me you don't like what I'm saying, you know, and then I will escort you to the bathroom. You seem not to understand. I have omnipotent controls here while I do these live streams here, especially today. I'll wait for the latency. I don't care. Good to see Adriana Roblox. Got some great ideas. I hope they all do jail time, Native New Yorker. They all need to do jail time. Bloody hell. It was more nuanced than that, John. Am I in New York? Yes, Melody Lynn. So Melody Lynn, okay, this is great. We get to roast somebody now, folks. We get to roast somebody. Melody Lynn said I was really sad for walking around Bay Ridge on Christmas. Was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, Melody Lynn? Remember when you said I was really sad being outside? But yet, like, you're watching Action Kids stream on the same fucking day. You didn't call Action Kids sad. So why did you call me sad on Christmas Eve? Like, why was I sad? Was it because I was closer to midnight? Like, what was that all about, Melody Lynn? Taking notes, 4K? I know John Laura's taking notes on pen and paper. I think, no, it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. You know, you called me sad, Melody Lynn. Melody Lynn, you called me sad, Melody Lynn. Melody Lynn, you called me sad. You said, how sad was I walking around on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or whatever it was? You said I was sad, not Action Kid. You didn't say that about Action Kid. I get it. Action Kid had 2,400 people watching in the room. I get that. It's good attention. It's quick attention. But, like, why did you call me sad? That's what I'm asking, Melody Lynn. I know you didn't call Melody Lynn, you did not call Action Kid sad. You called me sad. Why did you call me sad? And not Action Kid sad? I mean, we did live stream on the same day. You remember that? You remember that, Meryl? And I responded to that too. That was like right near the right near the end of the live stream. No, but Melody Lynn said that I was sad for walking around on live stream on Christmas. I think it was Christmas Eve. Did we get the awe? This is City Skylines, Rich. Last 4 years, yeah, John. Oy vey, indeed. Did I not even see that block? You see, folks, I don't know if y'all realize I've been live streaming for a hot minute, so I like to keep my audience really fucking clean and everyone on the same fucking page. Now, if y'all don't like that, there's a little X above the video that you can shut it down and you can leave the live stream. There's plenty of other people who you could watch. Personally, if you watch my live stream and you like it and you understand the program, if you will, even the politics, I will always welcome you with open arms and make you feel welcomed and make you more importantly feel acknowledged, because that's what I like to do. I appreciate that, Debbie. I like to make everyone feel welcome, part of the conversation, and live scream. Yes, because that's what I do all the fucking time, is live scream. Ah! Live scream brought to you by THX. I sound like the Periscope people. I do, yes. Time to escort him out of the Oval Office eventually. I know. When I'm in my house, my shoes are off. I don't wear shoes inside. It's like Japan. You're trying to find a fridge that has anyone seen the bridge. I know. The bridge was down the block over there. I try to, Judith. I appreciate that. Yeah, live stream does have a certain ring to it. You know, eventually Pepsi will buy that phrase. I appreciate that, Myrna. Walking off Christmas ham is a valid reason for streaming on a holiday. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Fucking Tom gets it. See, clearly Tom is on the trolley. Clearly he's on the trolley. I was walking off. I ate a lot of ham that day. You know how much ham I ate that day? I ate so much ham that day. Bloody hell. I was so happy I got to walk 4 miles in the cold and show you guys the Christmas decorations. That was fun. But when people assume that I'm sad because I'm walking around on Christmas Eve I guess because I'm lonely, just trying to infer that I'm lonely or have no family, when it's the exact opposite. If y'all figured it out, yeah, I have lots of friends and lots of family. Sorry, guys. Is this an add-on to a phone game? No, it's not. I don't never use lowercase live screen. Yeah, no. That is the Manhattan Bridge, the bootleg one. Slippers and smoking jacket would work for me, indeed. Yes. Did she leave? No, she might have got blocked. Who knows? But we'll have fun with her next time if she's not blocked. At the end of your streams, you always felt left. I hope. Thank you. I hope I'm able to do. I hope I'm able to do that. I know you don't eat ham. Ham is not for everyone. Ham is not for everyone. But that's the thing. I don't want you leaving my live streams like feeling depressed or feeling like. More importantly, I want you to feel satisfied. I don't want you to feel like you know. I don't want you wanting more. You know, because we'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll do it again tomorrow. You know, we'll do this all again tomorrow. You know, we ain't going anywhere as long as I don't die. Then you can feel sad if I die, if you like. Well, light a candle, please. But if I die, you know. But other than that, I'll be back here, baby. I ain't going nowhere. You was out of your house on Christmas. It was the happiest day. Yeah, me too. Yeah, knish and ham. Now you're talking, Gail. Now you're talking. It was fucking awesome. Oh, you're more than welcome, Meryl. You're more than welcome. I know people need a distraction nowadays, and I know that. I know people need a distraction nowadays, so if I could be a little bit of a distraction for you guys, it's all the better. You prefer big, there you go. Giving us all the reason to wake up tomorrow. Exactly, KD. That's why you're a mod, KD. Lorraine Paul, Jesus Christ, with a $5 super chat. Lorraine, you're way too kind. You're more than welcome. I appreciate that, Lorraine. More exciting truth to come. More exciting truth to come. Get out of my way, I'm drinking a beer. The matzo balls inside the bacon. Now you're talking. L'chaim. Michelle, I appreciate that. Thank you. Even though we could be, isn't that crazy? We could be virtually walking and still get the same kind of. We could be virtually walking and y'all would just entertain. This is what the people who do live streams for 9 hours will never understand. This is what people will. If you're just turning on a camera for 9 hours and just like showing a view, you know, you're clearly not understanding what the point of live streaming is. You're clearly not doing that. You have a thin skin. It's okay. It's okay, Meryl. God damn, people throwing on cameras lately. Like, I'm gonna get all the subscribers in the world. Like, it's more than just that. No, it's not going on 9 hours. No, we just broke an hour and a half. An hour, 92 minutes. 92 minutes. Well, I think, since it's not, I'll cap it at 92 minutes because I think now we're beating a dead horse now. I did build this city. Yes, I did. I did build this city. I did build this city for this purpose that I'm doing right now. I literally built this just so I could do a live stream. So this was a lot of fun. This was very. I got to vent. I got to talk to you guys and get the plate ready and get it all ready for tomorrow. So you're more than welcome, guys. I think I'm going to finish my last 2 beers and pass the fuck out. So, there we go. I did build the city on rock and roll. Me and Grace Slick designed the city. But me and Grace Slick got together and we said, we're going to build a starship. We're going to build the greatest starship of all time. So, I'm glad you guys had some fun. A little bit of a... Listen, I'm sorry I'm not in Midtown, guys, but I have something... Let me just tell you right now before I go. I have something so special I'm setting up something so special for Midtown. I'm setting up a series. It's going to be a series of live streams that we may do over and over again because they will be that fun. It'll be in the crazy tour guide kind of way I do things. But we're going to do something that you probably have never seen before. And that's coming up next week. Thank you so much, 4K, for another 2. 4K, man, you gave me way too much money for playing video games tonight. All you people have given me way too much money for playing video games tonight. And not even really played the video game, but just imagine that we walked around. You guys are freaking amazing. All right, guys. You guys are too much. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We're going to be in Coney Island for day number 3 of Danielle's progress on her roll gate. She's probably going to be done on Friday. So another Coney Island sunset tomorrow night. So join me at around 4 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll be back on the boardwalk. We will see the progress on Danielle's roll gate. And more exciting adventures to come. This weekend, we'll probably get back into Manhattan or whatever, weather permitting. But from the virtual world, here, this is Dutchma signing off. Have a fantastic virtual day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know you care. Give me some love on that thumbs up. Thank you so much for the super chats. Peace, love, and good night, everyone. Nighty-night.